My name is Happy Khambule, and I'm from Business Unity South Africa. Yeah, so we've got no choice but to actually begin to maximize those opportunities, because when we look at how our economies are structured currently, we have a problem, two-phase problem. One is, do they speak to greater inclusion of the population in the formal economy? And then secondly, how robust and how resilient is that particular economy? So where we're sitting is that in order to increase your resilience of the economy, you would require economic diversification. And the greatest diversification that we can get right now, even as South Africa, is to go into the oceans. You know, we've done so much and we know so much about what we can do on land, but we really haven't tapped into the potential that is in our greater oceans, not only for power generation, not only for resource exploitation, but also just for conservation and increasing our own biodiversity resilience. Well, the first steps is to have an integrated approach. We haven't really had one. From many conversations, even from the conference that we've been having, you could hear that harmonization of the different sectors as they are exploiting the resources in the oceans isn't harmonized. So there isn't a trajectory of travel that we're going in that we all understand. So we harmonize that, it'll be a lot better. Secondly is to begin to incentivize greater participation outside of the traditional players and state actors. So we've got, at least as Africa, a growing entrepreneurial spirit. We're getting a lot more, I don't want to say technology companies, but we're getting a lot of companies that are being born from Africa, which could also diversify their processes and their enterprises towards entering the blue economy. Whether it's downstream or upstream, it really doesn't matter, but the exposure to the blue economy is quite key. So that kind of regulatory and legislative framework would be quite good to have. And then lastly, I think we need to start putting together incentives and subsidies that would allow for greater participation in the blue economy. As soon as we have those three levers working in tandem, we'll be able to realize those opportunities. Implementation of the good plans, good governance, knowing for a fact that what is being done is going to lead to the intended outcome, and certainty of whatever decision is made. So in order to ensure that we've got investments that are going to be made, we need to have policy certainty. Just because there's a political shift, just because there's a societal shock, doesn't mean that you have to stop the actual investment or the program that people have started to invest in. So if we have that certainty, I think it will address it. The good governance issue obviously speaks to corruption and the misuse of resources. If we're able to address that, we'll be in a much better place. Those are the main hurdles that I foresee actually right now.